right, how's everybody doing? Tommy here, Bible believer, King James Version. Just wanted to do, this is Righteous Branch Ministry. Just wanted to do a quick video. Just did a workout. I'm going to do a job and then I'm done. BLM, Antifa, I mean, I am being redeemed now. Being called a nut and all these other things, blah, blah, blah. Am I, if the whole world is wrong, but I'm right, should I side with the world? If everybody's saying 1 and 1 is 3, should I agree with that? If everybody's saying 1 and 1 is 3, and I know that is wrong, I'm not going to agree with that. I'm going to stick with this, and I'm going to stick with what's right. And this is right. This is truth. The rest is crap, and they can lie about it all they want. But anyway, George Soros, I mean, you follow the money and you find out the whole game. $33 million to Black Lives Matter. We already been knowing that they funded Antifa. And George Soros is here saying, 4 years ago he said Trump will only delay the New World Order. Well, this is dangerous. When he said that, I screamed about it. I said, you know what that means? You're going to try to take him out one way or the other, and they have. They couldn't win by election. They couldn't win. They couldn't win in the elections. Okay, so collusion, delusion. They made up lies. They ruined people's lives. Put people in jail. Nobody with a D goes to jail, by the way. All these people that falsify documents and all these things, and they admit that they did these devious things, and nothing happened. Just like Comey with Hillary on July 5th, 2016, he sat there for an hour saying how she broke every law under the sun, and then said, "Oh, by the way, we're not charging her." It's amazing. Trump picks up a glass with his left hand. He want to impeach him. And they say, "Oh, he's nuts." See, So anyway. It's not about Trump or Biden. I'll say that again. It's not about Trump or Biden this time around. It's about, do you want George Soros, the United Nations, because if you vote for Biden, that's what you're doing. You're voting for him, the United Nations, the most satanic organization on the planet. You're voting for the squad, who's going to tell Biden what's what, just like they tell Nancy Pelosi. You're voting for BLM, you're voting for Antifa and these lunatics that are smashing. When you have political people who are leaders saying it's the summer of love and people are getting raped and murdered in Seattle, and the cops can't get in there, and they say, well, can't do nothing. It's the summer of love. When you have people saying, burn it to the ground, I mean, intelligently, you have to say to yourself, what are we doing? I pay taxes here. There's no cops. The cops who are working are told to stand down, and the cops, they're afraid to do anything because they're going to go to jail. They're going to go to jail. They're going to go to jail if they do anything. You give a ticket now the wrong way, you could be charged. In Rockaway County, New York, guy was throwing rocks and stuff at beachgoers, and the cops came. He started throwing stuff at the cops, and then he got in a physical with the cop, and now the cops risking 7 years in jail now. So what you're going to have is you're going to have people, police. You're going to have police resigning and retiring because they got families. They don't want to go to jail for giving a ticket. And then the guy gets crazy and he has to restrain him. And now that guy is going to jail because he did his job, basically. The cops are few and far between that are bad. Let's get that straight. And Biden will, Biden says, oh, only the bad police forces that I'll defund. Yeah, listen to what these serpents say. You know what will happen? What will happen is the squad will say, well, they're all bad, Joe. And it'll be 4 years a weekend at Biden's. And they'll be telling him what to do, and he'll be doing it. And all the police for it. And then what happens is the police won't totally go away. This is what we're defunding, get rid of the police. It's not that. There'll be police, but it'll be their police. And there'll be people who, did a rape in 2003 and are back on the street, and they applied for the police force. Now, do you want that guy stopping your daughter at 11 o'clock at night? A rapist? Saying, oh, come into my car, miss. I need to interrogate you, with your clothes off. Do you want that? And don't say it won't happen, because there's rogue cops now that do that. But it's like a minority. It's like 1%. You might have that one time, and then you won't have it again for God knows how long. But this will be the norm. And not just that, just everything. Robbing you, taking your money. And all kind of stuff. Don't doubt me on that, So, George Soros is running the Democrat Party. It's obvious. The paid anarchists, the fake election booths that he's built. All these things. I could go on and on, but just remember what Jesus said. If we go back to Jesus, I could go through all the verses that I always go to in Timothy, in Ephesians, about how this world is falling apart. But I want to end this video on a good note. And I could go on and on. I could talk about this for hours. I study this. I don't watch The Walking Dead. I don't have a favorite TV show. Sports, I'm a sports guy, but I haven't missed sports 1 minute, And truth is, I like to play sports more than I like to watch it. That's why I still work out, because I'm a very physical and active guy. But anyway, I don't watch these shows. I study this stuff. I read the Bible. And, I pray and I repent for my sins. And I pray for people who are not saved. So let's just believe in Jesus. He that believeth on the Son hath everlasting life. He that believeth not the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of God abide on him. There's a world full of people who don't believe in God. He that believeth on him is not condemned, but he that believeth not is condemned already, because he hath not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. Now, you think that transgenders and all this other stuff is prevalent now, and we're in Sodom and Gomorrah, and Jesus said, we're in the last days here. Jesus said in Luke 17, let me see. Okay. In the days of Noah, and as it was, this is Luke 17:26, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat and drink, they drank, they bought, they sold, and they planted and they built. But that same day Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. So he's telling you, the days of Noah, if you read it in Genesis 6, there was violence in it. There was nothing restrained from man's imagination to do evil. And that's happening now. You know, think about it. Think about it. Just like in the days of Lot in Sodom and Gomorrah, you know, we're glorifying sexual perversion. We're glorifying fornication. We're glorifying pornography. We're glorifying homosexuality to the point where if you don't bake a cake for somebody, they'll take your whole business. They'll destroy your life. So think about these things, you know. And Jesus said it's in this kind of scenario that he's coming back, and you're not going to be aware of it. We're supposed to, 1 Thessalonians 5, we're supposed to see the times and the seasons, and I'm seeing them. Are you? Okay. You know, maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe not in my lifetime, but we're definitely in the start of it, because what's happening now in the world and what's going to happen and what could happen after November could precipitate the escalation of when that's going to happen, when Jesus is going to come back. So that's what I'm trying to say here. So George Soros, the New World Order, the election, and working out. It'll probably be the name of this video. Remember, if you vote for Biden, you're voting for Soros. You're voting for weekend at Biden's for 4 years. Although I think that whoever the vice president is will be in there in 6 months. And there'll be a radical lunatic, you know, controlled by the Squad and Soros and the United Nations and BLM. By the way, I just wanted to end on BLM. If they were a real organization, they're paid for, I just told you, $33 million, George Soros. But if they were a real organization, if they were real, they'd be in Chicago every day screaming at the black mayor saying, why are we not protecting our black people? And has $1 of that $33 million that George Soros gave them gone to any poor black person? No. Because they're an arm of the Democrat Party and the globalist New World Order, and their goal is to destroy this country. Socialism. That's what they want. They want power and socialism. They don't know they're being used. You know, and that money goes to the leaders of BLM, and that money goes to old, white, Democrat, liberal, leftist lunatics, far left radicals. And that's the bottom line. Real talk. You don't like it, you know, if you're watching this video and you don't like it, you can't deny anything I've said. You can't deny it. You could call me whatever name you want and hate me, and that's fine. But I'm telling the truth. You know, we could do nothing for the truth, against the truth, but for the truth. Remember that. God bless everybody. See you at the next video.